Okay, so I was saying before that global unicast address is the address that starts with 2 or 3, but we've not started using 3. And we cannot even exhaust 2 from the way they plan the whole thing. You could imagine 5 RIR assigned to a whole 4 hexadecimal. That was why I said that we will not even finish it here on Earth. It's when we get to another Earth, new Earth and heaven. We will even give some IP address to angels self, and everything will not even be exhausted. So, but I don't know the number of angels anyway, but I'm just trying to say this thing is very big, you know. So, we have unique local address. Unique local address is the address that you use when you know that you don't have any business with internet. You don't want to go to internet, you just want to set up a lab or experiment or something, or you know that you want to set up a network that's not going to go to internet. You use unique local address. This is the only one that takes you to internet, global unicast address. Of course, you know why, 2 and all of that. So link local is the one that you use, is within this range. That's where I stopped before. Is within this range. Now, this particular link local is auto-generated by devices and hosts, and they use it only within their network. It's only within their network. So sometimes you see around
auto-generated by what?
By hosts and network devices.
Okay.
And they use it within network. You can't use link local address across your network. That was why you see, where is this? We did something like this. This one that auto-generated, you see link local, you see it here, FE8. It's auto-generated. They only use it within their network. So it can be likened to, in my own understanding, it can be likened to MAC address. You know the way MAC address, you can only use MAC address within your own, not really like, system may not need IP address to communicate within its own network. May not, because of MAC address. MAC address, you can actually use MAC address to work around their own network. So, and using ARP, because it's under data link, partly network layer. So this particular one is only used within the network. You don't use it outside the network, and it's auto-generated. Now, looking at this, and I said it ranges from FE8 to FEB. Let me explain this. I said initially that, here was that. IP6 overview. Let me bring it up again. I removed it. Okay, I said that before, that each character is 4 bits, Abi? Each character is 4 bits. That is one neighbor. And when 4 bits is full, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is when it is full. So if I want to convert, of course, as it is now, it is in binary. If I want to convert binary to hexadecimal, I just logically put 0 here, 1 here, 2 here, and 3 here. So then I will not calculate, I will not say do this 1 times 2 raised to power 3 plus this 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus this 1 times 2 raised to power 1 plus this 1 times 2 raised to power 0. So if you calculate, you now see that this is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. If you calculate everything, it's going to give you 15, but we don't have 15 in hexadecimal. 15 is F in hexadecimal. So if you are converting just on your own, just put something like this side is 8, because that's what we got. Here is 4, here is 2, here is 1. So in hexadecimal, 0 is 0, 0, 0, 0 in binary. 1 is where you have only 1, which is what? 0, 0, 0, 1. 2 is going to be where you have 2. You have 2 here. So you're going to be 0, 0, 0, no, 0, 0, 1, 2. No, sorry. What am I even doing? 1, 0. That's 2 in hexadecimal. For 3, it's going to be what? 2 plus 1, which is going to be 0, 0, 1, 1. 4 is going to be what? 0, 1, 0, 0. Then 5 is going to be 0, that is 4 plus 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Then 6, let me start from here. 6 is going to be, can someone tell us 6? 6 is going to be what? 0,
1, 1, 0.
1, 1, 0. 7 is going to be what?
0, 1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1. 8 is going to be what?
1, 0, 0,
0,
0.
0, 0. Then 9 is going to be what?
1, 0, 0, 1.
0, 0, 1. 10, it is A. That is what in hexadecimal, 10 is A.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1, 0,
1,
1,
0, 1, 0.
And the rest, I just want to bring in this. And B, of course, I've gotten F. F is 15. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So B is 11. It's waste of time. Oh. Let's just quickly run it. 11 is 1, 0,
1, 0, 1, 1.
1, 1. Then 12, C is going to be 1, 1, 0.
1, 1, 0, 0.
D is 13.
1, 1,
1,
0,
0, 1.
1, 1, 0, 1.
So E is 14, which is 1, 1.
1,
What am I even doing?
1, 1, 1, 0.
Yes, 1, 1, 0. Then F, which is the last one, is 1, 1,
1, 1, 1.
It's important that we get this. It's very important we get this. So that is where we yeah. Now, if you look at this place now, you see this prefix length. It's telling us that the network kind of ID lies in 10th bit. That means here is 4, here is another 4, that is 8. That means 10 lies inside here. So let's convert it. We have FE. 8 is what? 1, 0, 0, 0. 9 is 1, 0, 0, 1. 10, which is B, 1, 0, 1, 0. And this is 8, 9. A is 10, 1, 0. Then B is 11, 1. What am I even doing? B is 11, 1, 0, 1, 1. So all the way from here belongs to the what do you call it? It belongs to the network side. That is why if you put C here, it's going to be 1, 1, 0, 0. So C is not part of the link lookup. So link lookup runs from anytime you see FE8 or FE9 or FE8 or FEB, it is link lookup. That is that. So let's continue other types. We have so many types, so but I won't talk about all of them. Please, I shared our material, so we need to go and make do with reading it. So you see many more types of IP address.
You do not share this material with us.
Look, I mean books. I shared books. This link, I will upload this thing as well on the channel. I will upload it. So what I'm saying is that there is the books, ebooks I shared with us. We have a lot of things to read, and we have a lot of addresses, different types. So I'm not going to mention all the types. So I'm mentioning just a few. So let's continue. We have multicast. Of course, you know what multicast is. Multicast address. Multicast address is address that system uses when it wants to talk to some people, some group of, like if you have PC, C, PC, PC connected to a switch. System, we have, I told you also before that we have different message patterns, unicast, one-to-one, PC1 to PC2 alone. One-to-one is unicast. Broadcast when someone is talking to everybody. Multicast is when someone is talking to one group. Maybe C1 is talking to 2 and 3. It not use multicast message. So when the system wants to do that, it will use FF30. Why I'm doing this is that in case of troubleshooting, when you see such address, you should know what it is. That's for multicast message. We have, I'll just talk about, round up with this. We have loop back. Can you still remember the multicast address in IP4? It's under class D. Class D runs from 240 to 240 to 2 something. I can't remember. C runs from 192 to 223. Okay, class D, which is multicast, runs from 224 to 239. So look back local host address. In IP4, you should remember it's 127.0001 or something. You have to make it an IP address. But here, look back localhost is this one. Of course, you know what this thing means, 0000001. That's for loop back localhost. Please, I'm going to stop here on the types of IP addresses. Go and read up more. There are so many types of IP addresses. I even have reserved IP addresses. They are all in your material. In that book that I sent to us. I can save this IP types. IP6 types. IP version 6 types. Better like that. So I've never thought about where this. You know, I only discussed manual, and that's what we configured. I've discussed partly. I've discussed this and this. So remaining this. EUI-16. EUI is a way of assigning IP address statically And the full meaning is, I don't used to know this full meaning, so, but it is extended universal identifier. Extended universal identifier. So let's talk about that. So extended universal identifier. That is EUI64. Okay, so EUI64. How do we use it? It's actually a static way of assigning IP address. And the question is that how do you use it? What's the method of doing that? First, if you are using EUI, it's just what you should put on your interface ID. You know, when you are configuring, just as what we configured here. Here, on this PC now, our interface ID here is this. Okay. Then even this one, interface ID, I decided to use, this is my interface ID, that is for hosts. But instead of you typing your own interface ID, you can use EUI to generate your interface ID. How do you do that? The first method is you get the MAC address. I lost notes where I can't trace it where I did such things. Sort of, because writing on the screen takes a lot of time and energy. MAC address, you get your MAC address of the host. You want to assign IP address using EUI. Let's assume it's my system and I want to get the MAC address. See the MAC address here. MAC address is C8F7. C8F7 3. Where is it? Again. 3 does this. 3 2D7C. 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 I think the other one is 01. So if first of all get the MAC address of that system, normally my network address is, for instance, is 2. This is my network address. So I've not gotten what I need to put on my interface ID. So you first of all get out your MAC address. Our MAC address is 48 bits. But our interface ID is 64 bits. Here, your interface ID size of it is 64 bits. And we need to put this inside them. But it's not complete. So to complete it, we need how many bits? We need 16 bits. So we insert, second method is that you insert E in the middle of your MAC address. In the middle of your MAC address. So where is the middle? The middle is somewhere 1, 2, 3. The middle is here. Here is the middle. So that is the place we need to insert our FFE. So let's insert it. We have C8F7 3, 3. They will now have F, 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 E. We have 27, C, 01. It is now 64 bits now. But that does not end there. The final step is that you invert the 7th bit. The 7th bit. So where is the 7th bit? 7th bit lies here. Because this is 4 plus 4, 8. So 7th bit lies inside of that 8. So let's convert C. Our C is what? I wiped that in before. Where is our C? Our C is 11000. So thank God I'm still here. Our C is 1100. Our 8 is 1000. So you convert F 7. You convert 7 F, but it's not a business. Our target is the 7th bit. So 7th bit lies here. Lies here. This is our 7th bit. So you say we should invert it. You're going to be inverted as 1 1 0 0 1 0. So instead of 0, it now says 1 0. So we inverted it. When we finish, you now have what you now have now is from here to here is still our C. This one is what? This is 8 plus 4, 12. 12 is what? 10 is 8. A, 11.
It's 8 plus 2.
It's 8 plus 2. That's 12. Supposed to be C. Abi? No, it's not C. 8 plus 12. A is 10. B, 11. C, 12. That means you didn't calculate this thing well. This is supposed to be 1 0 1. You didn't calculate this thing well anyway. C is supposed to be, this is supposed, sorry, this waste of time. No. So
I think C should be 1101.
yes. 1101. 10. Can you say that again, please? C
1101.
1101. I don't know.
C, sir, C is 12. And 12 should be 1100.
So A is 10, B is
Okay.
11, C is 12.
Okay. So converting 12.
So converting 12.
1100.
1100.
It's 1100.
Okay, that means we are right before.
It's 1100.
Oh, I've created a lot of things. Shit, I can't go back.
So 1010 will now be.
Okay, so
1010.
use that for color. So it's still 1 0. This one is too big. Cool.
It should be 10.
Okay, so it's still
A.
this is
C A.
C A. This one, no, sorry. Come on. This is too big for me. So it's still 1 1 0 0. They will now invert 1 1. So this is 110. The one that we are inverting now is 1 now.
7th bit.
Yeah,
It's 1
that is
0
7 bits that
1
we're
0.
inverting. So for us to convert back, this one is C.
Now the CA.
Okay, this one is A. Okay. So you're going to be CA F
F7.
7 3 3 F F F E 27 C01. So our IP address is going to be 2001 2222222 6AF whatever. That is if you're using this to generate your interface ID. So that is how to use EUI-64. Then you see this conversion inverting and all of that. If you want to put a shortcut, there's a shortcut that says 0 to 1, 2 to 3. You underline it, first 4, 4 to 5, 6 to 7. You underline it, 8 to 9, A to B. You underline. You have C to D and E to F. Any place you say, you know that we saw 8 and it became A for us. Any place you see 8, it becomes A for you. If you see 4, it becomes 6. If you see 6, it becomes 4. If you see 2, it is this. If you see this. If you see 3, it is 1. If you see 1, is that. Because in our own, you see that after the whole conversion, our 8 finally became A. You can see it here. So if you see that you saw there, it's going to E. If it's E, so if you have this, it will help you to avoid those mistakes, converting and reconverting and all of that. So that's that for that.
So why the underline?
Just the kind of a principle of calculating. I saw this in the book. So just for that is not jump, you will not do 3 and 5. You understand? The underline is just good.
Okay.
Kind of,
Okay.
so that I will not do B and D. You know that you only dealing with 9 and B and all of that.
So what you mean now is any MAC address of a host you are using, you look at the second hexadecimal or the
Yes.
second character.
Yes.
Wherever it falls, then you pick the character below that one.
Yes, you match the one that is adjacent
to replace it.
And replace it, yes. Instead of doing all this kind of stuff,
Yes,
inverting,
yes.
converting, you might make mistake. I think this one is better to me. It's straightforward.
Yes.
So that's that to convert, get your interface ID using EUI. I need to save this. EUI 64. So how then do you use EUI to assign IP address to your router? For my router, where is my router? Assuming that I have, I'm deleting this router. I'm removing this router. I'm bringing another one. Okay. Now, for you to assign IP address to router, I showed us you can assign like this. That is start manual way of assigning it. You can also use EUI to assign it. That is, where is it? I have not cleaned it. See EUI here. IP address, that, and UI. Now, look at this. If you look carefully, you see that we have from here to here is your Unicast global routing prefix. This is your subnet. And there is nothing in interface ID. So what you actually have from here to here, I've explained it before, is a network address. So when you say EUI-64, you are telling the router to generate its own interface ID using EUI method. So you're not going to do the calculation now. Router, you're going to do that and give it to itself. Do you understand what I just explained? If you want to give IP address to router, you use this is what we use. We used this one before, right? We actually gave router its own. We actually gave router IP address. Look at it here. See the interface ID of the router. We gave it ourselves. Okay, now, is that why you are doing this or you are doing that? But in this case, you have telling the router to use this method. But you first of all give it its own network address it should use, so that you just need to use this to generate interface ID, because from here to here are all zeros. So it's a network address. So it's either you are giving IP address through this method, which is static, or that method. So let's use this method to give IP address to a router. So back to configuration. This is what we plan to give this network. This is what we plan to give network. But router should generate its own interface ID using EUI. So let's use this. This is G001, G000. So let's get on board, enable configure terminal, go to, of course, you enable first thing, so that we'll not forget, IP unicast routing. We've enabled it. So we go to interface G, 0 gigabits, that's IP version 6, address. That side, we are supposed to use 2001, 1, 1, 1. So this is subnet area now. And I give this /64. This is the network address, but I should use EUI. So if I press enter, it's going to use EUI to generate its own interface stuff. I said no shutdown. So I'm going to do the interface. The other interface is, I know it is this. If you check it, is this G001, 01. I give it IP address of, this is the network. So it is 222 network address. This is network address, but you should use EUI to generate its own stuff. No shutdown. It's up. So if you hover around, you see the IP address. Can you see it generated its own interface ID? Its own interface ID is 230A3FF, blah, 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 blah. So that's that for that. You succeeded in giving this. So if you check here, it's still going to give them IP addresses automatically. Now, if you look at this place now, what is giving them is it gives them IP addresses by generating EUI, using EUI to give them interface ID. So that is that for static the EUI. Then, okay, I have like just 1 minute. Do you have any questions?
Please, yes, sir. Please, are we coming back after this class? After
Yeah.
this,
It depends on us. We've got to come back, but I want us to come back.
please, I don't know if we can come, if I can join the next one. No?
So we want to call it a day. Can we call it a day? So who is speaking, please? Let me know.
Maybe we can continue from here this time.
Okay, after this, okay, we are just to have like 1 minute now. So ask your question. So we continue from here next class. On next Sunday. So any questions? 50 seconds. Okay, let's just do this in assignment. Do the assignment, just what we've just done. Try to do it assignment. Now, when we come back again, that there's no time, I will show us different ways you can assign IP address to routers interface. I only show you 2 today. I only showed you how to manually put it and how to use EUI. We have so many other ways you can assign IP address to routers interface. So we'll continue from that in our next class. So remind me of that. That's where we're going to start from. Please write it down. That's where we're going to start from next class. Different